Good morning. It is Thursday the 15th of January. It's about 10 to 7 in the morning and I've just uploaded a bit of a catch up for days 12 to 14 and I thought while it's uploading I would show you what I'm wearing. Happy dance! So this is my Robinia Sweater and I've blocked it. And it's, oh god, I just want to hug myself all day. It's so lovely. So yes, this is getting its first airing. I will put a little box here. Actually, I say a little box here, it's quite a lot of different yarns that I used. When I do my big full podcast, I'll put a list of what the what yarns I used on it, but it's so nice because it's, although the sleeves are super baggy, it's quite fitted here, so it's quite flattering. It just sits nicely on my hip, or just above my hip. So yes, really happy about that. And I also wanted to show you, so this is the first piece of the exposure top, and that kind of goes down like that. Now I was panicking a bit thinking, well, mine goes further, and that's because I'm, I say, over 6 foot tall. I must have adapted it for myself, and this is for my cousin who's a bit shorter than me. So those come down there and make a V shape, but I mean, look at that edging. I just feel like that's so nice, so neat. This is the charcoal grey Volmizer that I got, and I thought it's just a really nice subtle contrast, just enough to finish it off. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot off and make myself a sandwich for my lunch for work, get my bag packed, and hopefully catch that 7:15 train this morning. We shall see. Good evening. It is now about coming up to 8:30. Really good productive day at work, non-stop, but I feel like I'm making progress, which is always good. What else have I been up to? Just come and had some dinner, and I've tidied up. I've done some decluttering. I've gone through all my clothes, and I've got a bag for chucking out, a big bin bag for chucking out. I've got a bag for charity and a bag for me to put onto Vinted to sell. So feeling really good about that, and I'm just gonna settle down now and do some more knitting on this, because I've done all my ends and weaving in and all those kind of things. So now tonight is just some straightforward knitting. So let's see how much of this I can get done, and I will report back later. Hello. It is Saturday the 17th of January. I didn't do any footage yesterday. Yesterday was just kind of a day. But I thought I'll just keep doing what I can do. That's all I can do. God, I waffle, don't I? I've had quite a busy but productive day today. I've done the big food shop for the week, collect a parcel, posted 2 parcels, took a couple of bags of clothes to the charity shop and made some lunch, and then I went to knit group this afternoon, which was really lovely. Caught up with some friends, and I worked on my exposure top, so that's coming along nicely. It is now coming up to about 5 o'clock, and I took a chicken out the freezer this morning, and I'm debating whether to cook the roast dinner tonight or save it for tomorrow. So the remaining jobs I've got to do is a little hoover and a mop, and then I can just chill. But yeah, no, I've got a couple of exciting I've got an exciting purchase. So I don't know if you've heard of the shop in Headingley called Get Baked, and their shop is closing sadly end of February, and I got a slice of birthday cake, which is huge, absolutely huge. I've always wanted to kind of try it, so I got that. And I was also gifted a box of very fancy chocolates from Copenhagen from a friend, Hannah. Thank you, Hannah. So that is my nom noms sorted for the week. Very nice. So yeah, so I've done some sorting out, sorted out a load of clothes that I also want to see if I can list on Vinted as well and get that done. So I might do that tomorrow morning when it's daylight, get better pictures. So yeah, so I'm going to try and avoid procrastinating and finish off a couple of my jobs and get tea on the go, and yeah. And I've been wearing non-stop my Robinia jumper. Absolutely love it. It was absolutely hot in the cafe this afternoon, so I did have to take it off, but everybody got to have a squidge of the jumper. So I will report back later on tonight and let you know when I'm all settled down. See you in a bit. I mean, would you look at that cuteness? I was about to just get up and go, and then she just started just like leaning really lovely. So I'm gonna have to disturb her in a minute. I've been working on this today, and that marker is from when I went to knit group, so I feel like I've done a decent chunk there. And it's 9 o'clock, and to be honest with you, I am very tired. I'm contemplating going to bed at 9:30. But I'm gonna see if I can make it to 10 o'clock, and then yeah. So yeah, a bit more knitting on this, and yes, I'm working straight for 22 centimeters. And I think I've got about 8 centimeters to go. Hi everybody, it is Sunday the 19th of January, I think, 19th, 18th, something like that, definitely Sunday. And I finally finished doing some jobs, and I'm just having a little bit of a depressive realisation that it's back to the grind tomorrow, so I thought I'd jump on and show you what I've been up to. So I have finished my first sock, which is the beautiful Fab Funky Fibres. So I'm holding my phone with one hand. Fab Funky Fibres, and the green is a Lang's superwash wool that I'm using as a contrast. So that is sock number 1 done, and sock number 2 is cast on. So I knit in the round, obviously, do like magic loop it, but I always just start off and just do the first couple of rows straight. I just find it easier to join in the round that way, and then I can just put a stitch or two in when I'm sewing it up. So that's mine. And then I've casted on a hat, and I'm literally just winging it. So I'm knitting a couple of young girl hats for a friend of mine using the leftover wool from my Robinia Sweaters, plural. So I've just finished the grey one, and then this is what I use for the blue and white one for my sister-in-law. So far I've cast on, and I'm making it up as I go because I think they want the hats to be quite big and roomy. So I've cast on 100 stitches, and then I've gone up 2 needle sizes to kind of make it be quite nice and squishy. And I'm just about to start on the scalloped edging onto the colourwork bit. So I'm gonna see how it knits up, and I think about to watch a little bit of telly with Craig. I managed to get a few items of clothing uploaded onto Vinted. It's very dark today, isn't it? Really dark and dreary and miserable and everything. I will get some videos uploaded, and I just feel like I'm being a bit behind, but you know, as we are aware, there is a lot worse going on in the world right now. But I thought, if this gives people a little bit of light reprieve from life, then my work here is done. That's all I'll say. So yes, grab your knitting and just have a little bit of a chill. Drop me a comment below if you've ever tried to make up a knitted item as you go along, and are you patient with yourself when you do the first couple of rows and you're thinking no, rip it out, try again, because that's my trying to talk kind to myself. That's my thing that I have to overcome and let go of the perfectionism that I have. Anyway, what yarn am I using? So this is Sirdar Tweed DK. I think it's called Sirdar Haworth Tweed. And this is some leftover silk mohair from Ducky Darlings. So I'm gonna start work on that, and I will let you know how I get on. Good morning. Well, there's 2 things that I would like to get done today. One, actually do some more footage, and 2, actually upload it for you. Anyway, I'm off. It is 6:40 in the morning, and this is our busy reporting week at work, and I've got 1,000,001 things that I need to get done. But hopefully after today it should be a bit more levelled. Right, see you soon.